Welcome to the channel, everybody. Level M Diecast. We have some Matchbox action for you today. Not just any Matchbox action, but this is the brand new Volkswagen set from Walmart. This is exclusive to Walmart here in the US. However, if you are outside the US, you can probably get this at any major retailer. This is number one. This is the Volkswagen Type 34 Karmann Ghia. There is the mix on the back. There are 6 models in the mix. There are 3 new and 3 reissues. We'll go over all of those. There is the deets, should you want the deets. So we'll go ahead and start with this one. This Volkswagen Karmann Ghia is not a new casting, but it's a brand spanking new version. We have not seen this particular turquoise one before. The card art is okay. The card art's okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. There is our Karmann Ghia. This one in turquoise looks pretty good. Does have full front tampo on there. Looks pretty good. White interior. It's always been a pretty good casting. There is your deets in the back. It says Volkswagen driver on the plate. Taillight's done up as well. Let's see if we can see what the state is. I think it just says Matchbox probably. Super, super small. There is the base deets. It is, of course, super chrome base. So we'll definitely take that one. 2012. Mattel. All right, number 2 in the mix. This is the 76 Volkswagen Golf Mark 1. This does look familiar on the deco, but I assure you this is a new deco. This is very similar to the one that they did in the Retro series at Target, but this is all new, which is good. This Volkswagen Rabbit here also comes with an interior variation, so should you want to be an ultra completist, there is 2 interiors to get. So let's pull this one out of there. This particular one I have right here is no cargo in the bed. You see it is empty in the back. There is also a version with some cargo in the back. Might be a chainsaw or something weird in the back, if I remember correctly. There is the Rough Rabbit 2, it's called. Matchbox did do a Rough Rabbit back in the day. It was a lifted Mark 1 Golf. It was a 4-door Golf, though. Pretty cool looking, as you see there. It does come with a variation as well. It was a kind of a cool casting. It was pretty heavyweight. It was all metal. This one has full front print on the front. Looks good. It says GTI. Definitely like this one a lot. Just got to find the other version of the interior. This mix is kind of hard. This is, I think this is only 1 per case. There is no print on the back, of course, because it does have all the print on the side. So unfortunately, we don't get that detail on the other, or the back of it. Then, of course, the small 6 spokes look pretty good. Base deets. Do like that casting a lot. I think it looks way, way sportier when you put the 6 spokes on it versus, when you put the disc hub wheels on there. All right, brand spanking new casting. That's right, this is a brand spanking new casting. Debuting here, 1962 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. This is the coupe. Super cool. Super cool that we're getting, new castings kind of dropped in here and there. I think it's a pretty good idea. It definitely helps to move things around, but I believe this is only 1 per case also, so it kind of doesn't make sense. This one in kind of a pale orange, kind of a peach orange. It's a really cool looking color. There is the prints on the front. Looks very, very good. Prints are really good on this one. The color is very interesting. Like I said, it's kind of it's more peachy than orange. It looks pretty orange on the screen, but I assure you it's pretty peachy. There is the deets on the back. Of course, it says Karmann Ghia on there. It says Orange Volkswagen 62 or ORG. This one's pretty nice. It's not quite as orange as they say. I promise you. Just kind of doesn't show up on the screen. No prints on the side, though. Take a look at the base deets. Since this is a brand new casting, looks like 1394 is your man number. Brand spanking new casting with the super chrome base. That one looks pretty good. It is very appropriately sized to the other Karmann Ghia, which I think is kind of cool. So it definitely helps with the flavor. All right, we're going to get into the reissues now. This is number 4 of 6. This is the 1974 Volkswagen Type 181. This one in white. This is a reissue. Of course, we do have all the originals for comparison for the reissues because that's just what we do here at Level M. So this is our new Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. It is in a gloss white. There's a teensy little bit of maybe pearl in there a little bit. Just a teeny little bit. Pretty much not much. There is plate details on there. There is the plate, front prints on there, rear prints as well. There's the same plate on the back. Base deets. Go ahead and pull in our original. This is our original type 181. See, that is dated D05. So this has been a very, very long time since we've seen this particular one. This one is pearl white. Not heavy pearl white, but it's definitely pearl white. You can definitely tell. Put our original on the left as we typically do. There is the deets between them. A little bit color difference on the plates. The headlight prints look pretty much exact. You can see there's a little color difference. A little bit darker on the original on the left because it's got that pearl in there. And taking a look at the prints on the back, of course, the original one had better taillights because they covered the whole taillight. The new one, it does not cover the whole taillight. So the old one was a little bit better quality, but then the same prints, same color difference on the color there. And then the original is on the bottom. You'll see they did update the base, some changes to there, some placement of words and whatnot, font sizes, etc., etc. Pretty typical stuff there. So not too shabby. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible. All right, moving on to number 5 of 6. This is the Volkswagen Beetle 4x4. This was originally a new casting in 2001, and then it was retooled in 2000 and I want to say 10. We'll check the base and see when it was retooled because it essentially became a brand spanking new casting. Actually, realistically, it did become a brand new casting at that point. This is our Beetle. This is a reissue, of course, as I mentioned. Park Patrol on the side, 723. 723 is going to be your man number. Sometimes they used to put those on there. They're starting to do that again using some older castings. There is the dates there. So 2000, it was a new casting in 2000, was updated in 2012. So there we go. Good thing we have those dates on there to keep us in check. This is our original one, Park Patrol 723. See, that did have the original base here on the bottom, 2006. So all kinds of dates here. So we'll put our original on the bottom. You see that they are entirely, completely different bases. The bottom, 100% different. The bottom is a lot better. It has more detail and stuff like that. They kind of simplified the base, but it is what it is. As far as the model goes, the original is on the bottom. You'll see that it is in yellow. New one is in orange. So that is a pretty significant change. You'll also see there's a huge color difference between the two. The original is on the left. New one is on the right. Doesn't quite show up on the camera as well, but the original is a lot darker, much more olive. The new one is much more green, a lot brighter. And then, of course, the casting's just been updated. The original, you'll see the roll bar is pretty thin. The new one, the roll bar is pretty thick. A little bit better details on the front end. They just kind of cleaned up the casting a little bit. The original one had, I think it had multi-piece for the interior, and then they kind of retooled it just to be one single piece. So there you go. That one is significantly different, but this one comes multiple per case. So if you find this case, you're more than likely going to find that guy hanging on the peg because it's probably not going to be as popular. All right, moving on to the last one, number 6. This is 1962 Volkswagen Beetle, of course, reissue as well in red, which is unfortunate, but we haven't seen just this same exact red one for quite some time as well. There is our red 62 Beetle. Does have prints on the front, does have the silver stripe that goes up the hood, looks pretty good. Prints look very, very good on this one. Looks like great quality, very crisp. Does say Beetle on the plate. Taillights done up as well. Got your orange and red on there, a little bit of white in between. Silver print for the air-cooled section there above the the hood. And then, of course, trailer hitch on this guy. Base deets. Pull in our original one. This is the original release of this color. This dated M31. So several years ago. Matchbox 363. Very much an older man number that is still in production. Taking a look at the deets, the original is on the left. You'll see that the prints are a little bit bigger for the headlights on the new one. On the right, a little bit more silver in there. The old one had a little bit more white. So I do think that looks pretty good. Definitely updated. Just overall better look to it. A little bit different stance, I guess, to it. Looks like, I don't think the casting's been modified because they're equal. It just looks a little bit weird, I think, because of the prints. The red is very thick on the original one. So the original one, again, on the left, same wheels, same color interior. It is a kind of a darker gray. And then, of course, the clear window. Taking a look at the base, or the deets on the back. The taillights are a little bit different between the two. They both have the same Beetle plate. Of course, the original one on the left is a little bit bigger print than the one on the right. But they do still both have that silver print for the air-cooled section there above the hood. Taking a look at the base deets, the original is on the bottom. Doesn't look like there are really any differences between the bases. Pretty much stayed the same from then till now. 1998 was brand new castings. 2017, it got a pretty substantial overhaul. So overall, not too shabby. So there it is. That is the new Volkswagen set from Walmart. 2023 Matchbox, of course, dons the 70th anniversary. So pretty happy to get another set. We're just moving on. Didn't get everything from Matchbox as far as these special sets go, but we got this one. Glad I can bring it to you guys. Let me know if you're a Volkswagen fan. Let me know if those are the ones you want to pick up. This is pretty much brand new. So if you haven't found it yet, do not worry. It's coming around the corner. So appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to roll out. Catch you next time here on Level M. Peace.